Coming up, Tillamook County's desperately needed housing projects are in jeopardy. Senator Jeff Merkley and Congresswoman Suzanne Bonamici in Rockaway Beach. The Nehalem Bay Health District gets statewide recognition. Wheeler's Mayor Denise Donahue talks about the town's immediate goals. And we remember Chuck McLaughlin, a driving force behind the North Coast BBQ. Those stories and more on the Pioneer Week in Review. Brought to you in part by Riverbend Players production of Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap. Live on stage February 28th to March 16th at the NCRD Performing Arts Center in Nehalem. For tickets, showtimes, and the new 2025 season pass, go to riverbendplayers.org. I'm Frank Squillo. Thank you for joining us. A federal budget freeze could stall Tillamook County's housing projects, delaying workforce and low-income housing developments. Officials warn that critical projects may be put on hold without federal support, worsening the local housing crisis. County Commissioner Mary Faith Bell says the county relies on those funds and that without them, the projects face serious delays. The freeze could also impact rental assistance, putting vulnerable residents at risk. Oregon lawmakers are pushing for a resolution, but for now, Tillamook waits uncertain of what's next. Senator Jeff Merkley and Congresswoman Suzanne Bonamici are coming to town for a Tillamook County Public Town Hall. It's happening Saturday, February 22nd at 10 a.m. in Rockaway Beach at the Neocani High School Lower Gym. They'll discuss critical issues like affordable housing, living wage jobs, lowering prescription drugs, and protecting democracy. It's your chance to ask questions, share concerns, and make your voice heard. So mark your calendar and be part of the conversation. Construction is currently underway on the new Nehalem Bay Health Center and Pharmacy in Wheeler, a 16,000 square foot upgrade that will bring modern facilities, specialty care, dental services, and X-ray capabilities to the community. The project is on track for substantial completion by September.
It's very important to have health care in this area because we have a lot of aging population. The health district came to the city of Wheeler with a vision.
I happened to learn of a grant, a capital expansion grant, that I applied for on behalf of the organization. And it was about that time that the conversations were starting with the health district, who was also looking for property.
I think it was almost a case of being in the right place at the right time with a little luck and a lot of elbow grease. We were fortunate that Senator Jeff Merkley and his staff recognized that we had a project that was important to the North Coast, and they spearheaded a congressional appropriation for us, which has been was an enormous down payment on what we needed to do.
They came up with a logo, Yes for Local Healthcare. We're going to go out into the community. We're going to have home meetings. We're going to have town hall meetings. We're going to get the message out.
Almost 70% support in the district for the bond measure.
The project is moving amazingly fast. They had a window where they poured their concrete. They've done all their footings. Prior to that, they had a lot of infrastructure elements.
A lot of hard work from my colleagues on the board. The community really has been pushing behind us. We've had a great relationship with the three villages in our district, Wheeler, Nehalem, and Manzanita, and we're building a new building.
Rockaway Beach has a new grocery option, the Green Coast Market, featuring specialty foods from more than 30 North Coast producers and small farms.
Welcome to the Green Coast Market. These are our preview hours. We just opened whenever we could. A few things are from other places in Oregon as well, in Clatsop County. Lots of
I love, now the plants are from somebody in Tillamook as well.
Sweet Pagoda is its own little pop-up. It's to long-term have plants. We met Robin, the owner, at one of the pitch contests that we were part of.
Yeah, I love the microgreens.
Yeah, those are right from Rockaway. Deb grows them right here in Tillamook.
That is so cool.
I am Denise Donahue, and I live here in Wheeler, Oregon, and I am currently the mayor of Wheeler. I do have 3 things that are immediately just kind of getting me out there and working for our city. And the first one that I wanted to talk about is increasing community engagement. And there's a few ways that I feel like I can do that right off the bat. And one of them is just being more visible. Being more visible in the town, going out there, meeting people, going into the businesses, really showcasing the businesses. Another way is just putting things out there so that people have access to what's going on in the city council meeting. Who wants to read boring minutes from a meeting? So kind of getting them out there in social media, having a fun way to tell people and being really transparent to what's going on. The second initiative that I wanted to talk about was really revamping our city hall, making our city hall meetings more appealing. And we could do this just by improving the physical environment. And this could be anything from just, giving us a new facelift, like painting the walls, hanging up historic photos of Wheeler, the seating in general, adding some plant life to it, having a yummy coffee and tea station so you can grab a cup of coffee and sit down and join the meeting. And then, one of the last initiatives, and this is something that I heard when I was running to be mayor, is transparency and communication. Using visuals and social media and even the Manzanita BBQ, which people I think are on all the time, to summarize what's going on at City Council, making the information more easy to digest, more engaging, and posting it so that it's available for everyone. Thank you so much for having me on your show, and I look forward to next week so we can look maybe down the road at what's going on in the next year and the things that I want to work on in the next year.
And that's this week's review. I'm Frank Squillo. On behalf of the entire Pioneer team, thank you for watching. You can help in our work by liking, subscribing, and sharing the video. Please join us next week for another edition of the Pioneer Week in Review.